What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the MMA camp today. Let's get started. Kamaru Usman and Henry Cejudo discuss Dricus Du Plessis and Sean Strickland's middleweight title fight. Cejudo is still emphatic that Strickland has no right to compete for the championship. Henry states on the Pound for Pound podcast that following Khamzat Chimaev's stunning first-round submission win over Robert Whittaker, he believes Dricus ought to have defended his title against Chimaev.
I personally don't feel like Sean Strickland really deserves that title shot. The only reason why is because, dude, what Khamzat was able to do to Robert, I was surprised that the UFC did that. I mean, think about it. You get DDP and a guy like Khamzat Chimaev, an American, versus both of these guys have mouthpieces on them. Like, this is either fight's going to sell, but it is what it is.
After defeating Sean Strickland by unanimous decision in 2017, Kamaru Usman gave Dricus Du Plessis guidance on how to counteract Strickland's distinct fighting style. Usman emphasizes how Strickland's defensive technique makes it harder to get clean headshots. He changed his tactics instead, focusing on Strickland's body, which he thinks would work for Dricus in their next fight.
I think Dricus does need to make a bit of an adjustment as well, because when I fought Sean Strickland, and this was something that the great Henry Hoof was kind of we were able to see and break down, is don't try to hit his head. Don't swing for his head. And you saw that. If we run this clip back, you will see the exchanges where Dricus is trying to hit his head, and you just can't hit his head. Because when Sean is upright in his stance and he leans back, you just can't land a flush shot at his head. Because of that style, it's very, very difficult to hit him in the face. So what we did, we focused on his body. I went to his body, but then obviously you mix it up and you go for the takedowns as well. And that makes it a lot easier to get to a guy like Sean Strickland.
Regarding the criticism of his unorthodox fighting style, Dricus Du Plessis has responded. He disclosed that he and his trainers purposefully designed it to be effective against the UFC's top strikers and wrestlers. In addition, Dricus has provided insights into his preparation for UFC 312 and his strategy for facing Sean Strickland again. Dricus is certain that he will defeat Sean once more.
What I'm bringing as a champion is, don't think the norm or what you think is the people. Don't think what is normal and the people see as this is the way to do it is the way to do it. If you don't step out of the norm, if you don't step out of the ordinary, you will never be extraordinary. Now, if you look at my style, it was criticized, then it was analyzed, and now I think people are taking notes. And they better be taking notes because they're playing catch up already. And the longer they wait, the longer they're going to wait to catch up. And, for me, I've gotten that criticism of my style from my first fight, the very first one. And I've seen that with a lot of champions. You see wrestling guys going, oh, he's not a good wrestler. And then all of a sudden they want to become strikers. And yeah, always try to finish a fight and always better your striking. But your style is your style. And keep to it. Get better. Listen, I give myself a 6, maybe a 6.5 out of 10 for what I think I can do in terms of technique and how I fight. So there's a lot of improvement, but my style, as ugly as it seems or as awkward as it seems, that style was developed by us, by my coach, because we saw that as the style to beat your elite strikers, to beat your elite wrestlers, and to beat, because it's MMA striking, it's not kickboxing, it's not wrestling, and it's not grappling, it's MMA. And that's why my style was developed the way it is. It doesn't look conventional because it isn't. It is a style of the one man who has the title in the middleweight division. My preparation for this fight was like my preparation for every fight, focused on me and what I need to go and do in there. I'm not training for Sean's level. I'm training to be the best Dricus that the world's ever seen out there. I'm not training to be the guy, this fight to go beat Sean. I'm training to be champion of the world. I need to beat anybody. If anybody else shows up that night, I need to beat him. And that's how I approach this.
The assertion that Alex Pereira despises Dricus Du Plessis has been directly addressed by him. Sean Strickland repeatedly stated in interviews with the media this week that Alex is hostile to Dricus, but he did not specify why. On the other hand, Dricus does not think so.
I think Alex is an angry motherfucker. Like, Alex is angry, and for some reason, dude, he hates Dricus. Like, I don't know what you did to him, but he hates you, dude. So it's like, the way he looks at Dricus sometimes, I'm like, dude, like, I'm fighting him, dog. Like, it's me, dude. But yeah, no, Alex.
In response, Dricus stated in an interview with Chael Sonnen, Pereira was also in the corner of Strickland in the last fight, and that doesn't make any difference to me, and the same applies to this one. I don't think he hates me. If he does, I don't know why. Sometimes you see a person and you just don't like them. Maybe that's it. Maybe he doesn't like my face or my attitude. I don't know, but I don't think he hates me. But if he does, I have no idea why. We've never even spoken. I asked him for a picture, I think, once. I consider Alex an incredible fighter, one of the greatest that's ever walked planet Earth, one of the greatest combat athletes in history. But if he hates me, I don't care. I have enough friends already. It will be Jimmy Crute's first fight in nearly a year and a half when he returns to action. In a pivotal clash, he will take on Hadala Bullet in an attempt to end a difficult phase of his career. Crute is coming off 3 defeats and a tie going into the fight, but he is still hopeful about making a comeback. Crute claims that he is taking a new tack in this battle. He makes it clear that going into the fight, he feels upbeat and in a lot better frame of mind.
Feeling really good, man. Just a nice, chill, ready to go to work sort of mood. So a bit of both, man. Like, I do a lot of visualization, so I've been sort of just letting my mind wander a lot and sort of letting it all play out. Media and stuff and fight week is cruisy, just whatever happens, but more or less for the fight. You know, I'm here to fight, I'm not here for media and stuff, but I'll enjoy it all in the lead up. Sort of, I only get asked in the media, you know, like everyone else is just like, oh, how you going and stuff, but the media's like, oh, so tell us about this last 12 months or 16 months. And I'm just like, I can't tell you because so much has happened that I can't pinpoint one thing to tell how to sum up the last however long. So it's fine. It's so different. It's the same thing, but so different. Just a different point of view. It's positive this time. I feel in such a good mood. I'm enjoying every second of fight week. Yeah, been around for a while. Sort of know what to expect in a lot of ways, but then I also know to expect the unexpected. So I think that's the key to it. You never know what's going to happen, but just being present and enjoying it is the reason I'm here. You know, I'm here to enjoy myself and have fun.
Without a doubt, Alex Pereira has achieved international fame. He is helping Sean Strickland get ready for his rematch with Dricus Du Plessis at UFC 312 in Australia, where he will corner Sean for the bout. Alex posted video of his arrival, in which hundreds of people cheered him on with Shama chants. The unbeaten Tatiana Suarez will face Zhang Weili, who is defending her strawweight title. Weili asserts that she is not scared to take on Tatiana on the ground, despite acknowledging her remarkable wrestling skills. Sean Strickland and Dricus Du Plessis had become kinder to each other before their rematch. Dricus made fun of Sean by bringing up his tearful experience on the Theo Von podcast from the previous year. On his Instagram account, he posted an AI-generated picture of Sean in tears with the caption, "Doctor, Dricus is a specialist in dealing with traumas." Fans speculated that Sean Strickland may have staph after seeing new photographs. Strickland appears to have a problem with his left forearm in the pictures. As soon as he saw the pictures, Dricus Du Plessis published them to his Instagram story. He composed, "What? He grew taller and added staph infection to his arsenal." During the UFC 312 news conference, Sean Strickland addressed the claims and categorically denied having a staph infection. During a sparring session, footage surfaced showing Kevin Lee being knocked down. At the time of the event, Kevin was working out with professional mixed martial artist Merali Husseinov. Husseinov responded with an overhand right as Kevin tried a flying knee, landing him face first on the mat. Speaking on Instagram, Kevin clarified that he was not trying to land that knee and claimed that he had been outperforming Usman until that point. He speculated that this might have led to Husseinov being frustrated. Kevin also said that he doesn't know who leaked the video, but he called the person who did it a scumbag. He further disclosed that he learned that the person has now been barred from the gym.
All right, let me just address this once and leave it at that. A lot of people have been calling, and first of all, I'm fine. This is martial arts training. I've been training martial arts for 15 years. I can tell you how many times I've seen people get knocked out, submitted, arms broken, cut up. This is what we do. This is what happens into the gym. And whoever posted that video is a rat, a scumbag, a weasel, all of that. No honor, no respect, none of it. There's certain codes that go on in these gyms that you just don't break. Showing just a small clip like that for the world to see is one of them. And second, one of the hardest things to learn in martial arts is self-control. So anybody who's ever trained and knows what they're looking at can look at that clip and see I'm not trying to land the knee. I was deep into the session and I don't think my partner was liking the way things was going. He was a little hyped up and pissed off, but I wasn't trying to land that knee. If you look at it, you can tell if I wanted to land a knee, I would have jumped into him. Instead, I jumped straight up and put the knee right in front of his face. And when I landed, he threw a shot and it's all good. I wasn't tripping. This happened a minute ago. You can ask anybody. I wasn't tripping on it. But what does piss me off is posting it without full context, without the full round in there, and just leaving people who don't know what the looking at to make up their own stories. I got word that the kid has been banned from the gym, and I just want to say is not on the gym at all. Brought in some random guy from Russia that I didn't even know was filming on the sidelines, and that's what turned this into that. But anybody who's ever trained with me or watched me train knows my only goal in any training session is to make my training partner better. That's it. We professionals, and this is what we do to entertain the world and provide for our family. Hold that code to the utmost respect. I'm not changing the way that I train because of this. And I'm gonna try and maintain my integrity, even though pisses me the f***. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Recently, Merali Husseinov has also spoken out about this matter, expressing his displeasure with the video release. He made it clear that Kevin is actually one of his favorite training partners and that he didn't purposefully hit him hard enough to knock him down.
I don't supposed to share everywhere that video. I didn't want that situation. Just I want to try explain what's going on there. He's my favorite partner because we always work each other hard. The hard work always is paid when you fight. That's our point. That was not my point. Hit him hard. That's fly knee coming. What should I do? Should wait and check that's light or hard? What do you think, guys? He's my favorite partner. We always work hard, and after work I say him, brother, everything good. He hit me hard, I hit him hard. I just didn't want this situation happen, but can happen everyone. This even though this is part of that big part of our game or training or MMA, that's normal for athletes.